r/AskReddit, what's the worst way to break up with someone? She started making out with another dude while we were at a party, all sitting on the same couch. That deflates the romance pretty quickly. Jesus. That's rough. What do you do in that situation? Like, do you say something? Do you just stand up and walk away? What's the protocol here? Fucking Christ. You hop in, do the double makeout thing, then pinch her out. If that bitch is gonna cheat on me while I'm there, I'm stealing her new man. In a group text. Please tell me it didn't happen to you, cause that's a ducking bruh moment. Lol. No. I've been with my wife since texting was hardly a thing. When you're a politician and your wife gets cancer, tell your campaign finance manager she's not young enough or pretty enough to be the wife of the president. And besides, she has cancer. Then you file for divorce while she's in the hospital. You later file for divorce from your second wife after she's diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. I found out my ex and I weren't together after he posted an Instagram picture with his best friend of 3 years saying it only took me 3 years to ask her out. Oof. I'm so sorry. Geez, this sounds eerily similar to what happened to my girlfriend's brother. His common law wife out of nowhere said she didn't like him anymore. Later on that day, a mutual friend of his sent him a pic from Facebook of her and the guy that she was dating behind his back, that the guy posed saying that said after being on and off for 4 years, she was finally permanently his. By notarized letter. But what if the person you want to break up with is your notary? You cheat on the notary with a new notary. Double whammy. Back in high school, 20-ish years ago, I remember hearing about a couple having the following phone conversation. Guy: hey, guess who broke up today? Girl: who? Guy: us. She had her mom do it for her. My former girlfriend came from an obscenely wealthy family and never had to deal with any real life matters herself. Her folks handled everything. This left her lacking in the maturity department. Her folks never liked me. The poor artist boyfriend wasn't a suitable fit for their daughter and decided it was time for me to go. Girlfriend's folks had the locks changed on the doors of the condo I'd been sharing with her, which they owned, and her mom was waiting outside. When I arrived home from work, she informed me that the relationship was over and that I should gather my things while she waited. Had a friend break up with a girl in Red Robin. Right in the middle of it, the mascot came over to give her a balloon. Comedic timing perfection. Well, by breaking up with them on the phone and then realizing they're in the car with their dad, mom, brother, and sister. Yeah. Don't do that. Make the decision hastily. Tell everyone but them. Ghost them. Then send them an email to not their primary email that they don't check. Show up at their doorstep a week later asking to have them back. Jesus man. I take it this is personal experience speaking. I did not take her back. Dodge that bullet like Neo in the Matrix. Over the internet on Valentine's Day, which also happens to be their birthday. That is some Ted Mosby level shit right there. By not even communicating the breakup but still communicating with them while slowly becoming less and less talkative until they finally figure out that the relationship is over in their own. It's slow torture. Just be honest and straightforward. Probably either on the second day of a 7-day trip or on the second hour of a 9-hour fucking bus ride where you still have to be within 10 feet of each other for the rest of the damn trip. Not that I'm bitter or anything. Pick out another dude you think is a little cute. Duck him at work a few times. Bring home crabs and chlamydia. Claim that both are really only fleas from my virgin saint of a dog. And spray paint my car for not being cool about everything afterwards. Because I should know how redheads are. Oh, and then try to kidnap the same dog whose reputation you attempted to besmirch. It's been 12 years now, Stephanie, but I really should buy you a trophy or something for that. You crazy redheaded cunt. Take them to any restaurant that sells onion rings. Order said rings. Upon arrival, say, yeah, weird onion rings. Leave them the check. Edit. Thank you to everyone, of course. I highly suggest anyone who doesn't recognize it to go check out Game Grumps, where I shamelessly stole the joke from. was working away in another country for a year, and would come back for a week every 3 to 4 months. To make up for being away, I'd spoil her with gifts, getting flowers delivered to her house, buying her massage/fuel/food vouchers she could use whenever etc. This was on top of messaging her and video calling whenever I could despite the unfriendly time zones. Basically, I was doing what I could in the position I was in. The plan was to buy us a house when I got back. It was a whole reason for me taking the job in the first place. The year is up, and I'd give her my flight details for my last trip home. She wanted to pick me up from the airport. Messages me an hour before I get on the plane to tell me she had been cheating with her ex pretty much the entire time I was away, and that we're over because she needs some time to herself. I was bitter and heartbroken, but fell on my feet and met the best girl ever a month later. Ended up taking new girlfriend on a year-long world trip with some of the money I'd saved. The ex finds out about this and completely flips her shit, and damn, it still feels good even today. Murder probably. Having a baby of a different race. Bottle it, marry them, then spend 30+ years together. The American dream. The worst way someone has broken up with me, copying my comment on a similar post by not telling me at all. We had been together for 3 to 4 weeks, and one day I was just coming home from work and I saw her walking with another dude. I confronted her in front of him, and the conversation went something like this. Me, hey, her name, who's this? Her, oh, hey, this is his name, my boyfriend. Me, haven't we been in a relationship for like a month now? Ugh, I guess, but we clearly broke up yesterday evening. Me, *VISIBLE confusion, we didn't break up that evening. We just had a minor squabble about how we should spend more time together. I was working 12s that week. We even kissed when I was leaving her place, and she told me I love you. I was so astounded I couldn't even be mad. Forgot about her in a few weeks and moved on with my life. Oh, I have a good one. Live together for 2,5 years. Get a hunch about his new friend. Communicate your invalid and irrational feelings. Come home to their bags, packed because they couldn't handle the jealousy. And then receive a video of them on a date 2 days later. See them holding hands 5 days after the breakup. After they told you you have nothing to worry about her. She's just a friend. Work on your jealousy though. So I broke up with this girl I was dating for 3 months because she ignored me after the first month and half, which she did after we first started fooling around the previous year, but with no title. And after she started pushing me away, knowing she's doing the same thing again. I was her longest relationship she had been in, the first for her in 6 years. She was 25, and also her first real date, amongst many other firsts for her. Given that she hasn't had been in a committed relationship, it wasn't much surprise when she told me that she had never received flowers before. So after a month of basically not hearing from her, giving her time to figure out what she wanted to do and how to communicate that to me, I sent her flowers to her work on her birthday with the description, "I hope these flowers interest you more than I do. Sincerely, your ex." I was told by her best friend that she was thrilled at first, and then once she read the card she was mortified. She then had spent the rest of her workday 5+ hours having her patients tell her how beautiful the flowers were and how lucky she was to receive such beautiful flowers while asking who they were from. My friends had told me not to waste the money on her, $110, if I was just going to break up with her. I think it ended up being money well spent. Worth it. Posting it on Reddit.